All right. So this is going to be a Thursday therapy session, but it's going to be posted on Wednesday due to the issues with the Wi-Fi and my handler and all that other shit. Okay. So I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I'm uploading it on a Wednesday, but this is a Thursday therapy session. Ooh, that's too hot. Ah, ah. Okay. Anyway, so let's get into this Thursday therapy session and see what it is that Spirit, Universe, Divine, God wants to talk to you about, wants you to address, wants you to heal, wants you to pay attention to, etc. Spirit, Universe, Divine, God, Ra, Spirit Guides, Spirit Team, Archangels, Guardian Angels. What messages or message do you have for the collective this therapy session? Please make me a clear channel to receive and relay any messages you have for the collective clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael, place a hedge around me and the collective as I tap into the energy and do this Thursday therapy session. Please keep all negative energy and entities out of my energy and out of this reading session / whatever, and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. Okay, so what is it that the collective needs to address, heal, align, unblock, etc.? What is it that is the majority of the collective? The first card down is needing to address an abuse wound. So for the main energy in the collective, there's a need to address some kind of abuse wound, okay? This abuse wound will show up as an intense response to situations that trigger past memories of physical, emotional, or verbal abuse. This often results in a deep mistrust of others and a fear of being hurt again. It can lead to overreacting to seemingly minor triggers, pushing others away, or feeling constantly on edge as the body and mind remain on high alert for potential harm. Okay, so the main energy for this therapy session, this spiritual therapy session, is a need to address an abuse wound, whether that's emotional, physical, mental, however, okay? This card fell out. Spirit wants also for the collective to address a lack of purpose. There's a need to address a lack of purpose, okay? This will show up as feelings of emptiness, confusion, and disconnection from your inner self. You may struggle to find motivation. You may feel aimless or lost and long for meaning or fulfillment. This disconnection leaves you questioning your direction in life, unsure of where you're headed, and craving a deeper sense of significance or belonging. So because of the abuse wound, you tend to push people away because you don't trust people and you're afraid of being hurt again. But this abuse wound and you pushing people away and keeping yourself guarded also plays into you feeling empty, disconnected from yourself, from others, confused, empty. You have a lack of belonging because you don't really have anyone close to you. So you feel like you don't have a purpose, or you question your purpose because you are essentially alone. Because again, the abuse wound caused you to push people away. I'm being guided to, okay. Why am I being guided to this deck, Spirit? What is in this deck for the collective regarding this abuse wound or this lack of purpose wounding? What do you want me to tell them? How can they fix this? How can they heal this? How can they find it? Why was I guided to this deck? What did you want to tell the collective? Oval. What What is oval? What is oval? I knew this card was going to come out. Literally, in my mind, I saw within. Okay, so oval and within. I'm not sure what Spirit's trying to say with oval. Spirit, what is this oval? Okay, adapt, discipline. So something about balancing, like you're out of balance within. An oval is balanced in shape, but like, I don't know how to explain this. It's not a perfect circle. So you're out of balance within because of the abuse wound and the lack of purpose. So you need to find discipline and adapt. Inner discipline to make balance. Spirit's wanting you to find discipline in order to make balance in your life, in yourself. And then you need to adapt to having balance. You're not used to being balanced. You're not used to being, you're not used to being balanced or grounded or centered. You're used to being out of balance because of the abuse wound, the lack of purpose, being alone. Like, you're used to being out of alignment. So you're going to have to adapt to being in balance, which is going to have to take you going within, which is going to be basically you healing. So you have to go within and address the abuse and the lack of purpose wounds. Find out where they started, where they came from, who did it, how it made you feel. Yeah. Anchor. You're going to have to literally pinpoint the moment that the abuse happened and the moment that you felt a lack of purpose, okay? You're going to have to anchor in on those things. Go within, find those things the first time it ever happened, the first time it hurt you type shit, and anchor in on those things to bring those into balance. You're going to have to also find some type of discipline in order to go within. So this could be prayer, meditation, journaling, okay? And that will help you adapt. And by adapt, I don't mean like just bury it. Adapting this is like healing it, okay? Anything else, Spirit? Okay, that one like really flew out. What is this? Hexagon. This is giving me like a beehive, honeycomb, a honeycomb. This is going to take hard work. So this is going to be like shadow work. You're going to have to do shadow work to address these abuse and lack of purpose woundings. And it's going to be a lot of hard work. That's why the discipline card came out. You're going to have to work hard like a worker bee at going within and healing this. It's not going to be quick. It's not going to be quick work. What else? Yeah, this is not going to be quick work. This is going to take shadow work. Going within, really like introspecting, really sitting alone. If you have to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. Like, this is hard work. Hard inner work. What else, Spirit? Ooh, the cards started having trouble shuffling. Yeah, you're gonna come up on times where you want to quit with healing because it's so hard. But you can't quit because once you heal, you'll have prosperity, okay? Healing will bring you prosperity. Healing will bring you happiness. Healing will give you a new foundation. I'm hearing in my head, give me a clean heart so I may serve thee. Yeah, this is going to give you a new foundation, a clean heart, okay? A clean slate, a healed heart. What else? This will also help you find your purpose. This will help you heal your lack of purpose wound, and you will find your purpose. Okay? So this is definitely work that needs to be done. And like I said, yeah, learning at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely work that needs to be done. It's going to take time. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take deep introspection and going within. It's going to take you anchoring in on the moment that the abuse happened and the things happened and the lack of purpose when you first felt it. It's going to take discipline, okay? And it's going to take patience from you because you have to adapt to the new feelings and the new everything, okay? After, at the bottom of the deck, I'm being called to keep that. After which, you go through all of that, you will learn your purpose. You will have a new foundation. You will have prosperity. You will be balanced. Squares are even on each side. You will be balanced. You will be open, open dot. You will be open to connecting with others. You will heal your trust wounds after you do this healing, after you do this shadow work. Anything else, Spirit? I'm being guided to take another. Ooh, we just went there, Spirit. Okay. Also for the collective, there is a need for some of you to address a religious trauma wound, okay? This religious trauma wound will show up as feelings of guilt, shame, or fear linked to past religious experiences, often causing a distrust of spirituality or disconnection from faith. It may manifest as inner conflict, rejection of spiritual practices, or fear of judgment from others based on religious beliefs. So for some of you, this abuse wound could have been religious abuse of some sort. And that's where the abuse wound comes from. You have a lack of purpose because you don't know where you belong as far as religion, spirituality, belief, etc. So this also could be stopping you from finding your purpose. This religious trauma could be stopping you from going within, from healing, from finding balance, okay? Because you are maybe skeptical of spirituality, skeptical of anything dealing with the higher power because of what you went through as far as the abuse and the religious trauma. I'm being guided to tell you, go with your heart, follow your heart, okay? Spirituality, if you are being guided to that and you are afraid to pursue that as a venue for healing because of the abuse, wounding, and the religious trauma, do not be afraid. Spirituality is not like organized religion, okay? You don't have to worry about judgment. You don't have to worry about being ostracized. You don't have to worry about being looked down on because of what you believe. Spirituality is subjective. Spirituality is personal, okay? You are not required to believe set rules or regulations. You are not required to believe a set thing in spirituality. It's not a cult, okay? You're not required to have a hive mind. You're not required to think one way in spirituality. It's not a cult. So you are free to heal your way. You don't have to worry about doing something a certain way, okay? It's not the same as religion. So you can let go of the religious trauma, okay? Healing spiritually will help you find your purpose. Again, you will have a new foundation and prosperity. Trust and believe. You're going to be learning new things, yes, because this is not what you were used to, but your search, learning new things, and your search for your purpose is going to bring you happiness, prosperity, like I said. 1444 on the timer, you are protected. Angels, guides, God are with you during this transition, during this healing process. So do not be afraid to go within. Do not be afraid of stepping into your spirituality if that's what you want to do. Do not be afraid of healing your way. Do not be afraid of any of this. Do not be afraid of getting closer to God, spirit, universe, divine, whatever you want to call it, them, it, whatever. your way. Okay? Again, there are no rules in spirituality. It is subjective. It is personal. But it benefits everyone who decides to take that path and go within and heal. So, this is for whoever this is resonating with. This is your call to heal, to go within, to follow your path, spirituality, to learn something new, because it will give you a new foundation. It'll help you find your purpose. It'll help you heal these abuse wounds. You will get over this religious trauma because you will be stepping into your own, yourself, and you will also heal the trust issues, and you'll be able to welcome others into your energy eventually. Okay? But again, it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of hard work. But nothing worth doing is ever easy. So this is why a lot of people don't go down the spirituality path of healing, because they don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to go within. They don't want to face it. So the fact that you have even watched this video in its entirety is enough right there to know that you are willing to do the work. So you come this far to hear this message, and if it's resonating with you, what's stopping you from going further? What's stopping you from putting in the work? What's stopping you from healing and getting closer to the God within? The only thing stopping you is you. So whenever you're ready, you can stop stopping you and start helping yourself heal. All right? So I'm going to close this Therapy Thursday session here. There's nothing more I need to say. It's been said. And yeah, I declare and decree this session finds who it was meant to find and does what it is meant to do. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the gardener. I am given the seeds from God. I plant the seeds. God gives the increase, the sun, the water, the growth. Ashe and amen. I'll see you in the next one.